Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon just before Friday fucking Monday morning podcast, and I'm just checking in on you. How's that? Is that the worst? Is that the worst you've ever heard? Dave Koechner reference. Sorry, my voice is a little fucking blown out. I did a record for episode 6 of the 10 that we're doing for season 2, and I don't know what the fuck I did to it. Who's getting who? When you lack talent, what you try to do is you try to be loud so you can shout down all the silence. That's what you do. You throw in a couple of F words, a couple of fucking shit jokes, and next thing you know, you kind of have an act, and you scrape the bottom of the fucking barrel. That's what you do. And when you scrape the bottom of the barrel, next thing you know, you have your party's nomination for presidency of the United States. You know what's great about this job is I get to meet a bunch of different people, and overwhelmingly, people on both sides are just going, I don't know who the fuck I'm going to vote for. These are the two we're just supposed to decide out of the fucking blue. Between these two fucking lunatics, I don't get it. Well, I get it. What are you going to do? So you either vote more the same or you step off into the abyss. Oh, I swear to God. If Trump didn't hate non-whites as much as he seems to, or at least wasn't so fucking out of touch, I'd almost be excited just to see what just being a lazy comedian, just how this guy would just be fucking feeding it to you. You know what I mean? I found Obama was kind of boring. Bush was fun. Clinton was, Jesus Christ, Clinton was fucking great. Why don't you come over here and suck my dick? I mean, it was so easy to get laughs on that guy. And then Bush, he just got old after a while. We get it. He's fucking stupid. But like Clinton, every fucking week, he was sticking cigars in people's fucking twats. He's bombing people. He's putting on weight. He goes to McDonald's and he's got his fucking thighs out. I mean, that guy, he was a comedy juggernaut because he kept changing. Every time you thought, all right, it's this, this, and this, and you got this guy down, he would add another layer. Bush was just kind of, and then another fucking 7 years. It's like, we get it. He's fucking stupid, and he's not stupid, but he's, I don't know. I'll quote one of my relatives. He's not the best speaker. I barely even watched Obama. Obama was always like, I always just felt like he was giving me a fucking lecture. It's like, all right. I never really found any humor. I found his wife hilarious. Fucking going on Ellen and shit and tweeting. You know what I mean? Acting like some 7th grader on Instagram. She was funny, but I don't know about him. Anyway, so hopefully, whatever. One or the other. I can tell you right now, either one of them, Hillary or Trump, is going to be plenty of fucking material, but then it'll instantly be hacky, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. All right, Irish news, headlines. What's going on in Ireland? Roy Foster. Britain co-signed to margins by the stupid party. I don't know what that means. Mary Robinson. That's not a real name. Mary Robinson? Is that an alias? Brexit could have a domino effect. What the fuck is Brexit? Isn't this shit Trump got in trouble for? That's what I loved about Trump this week. When he fucking went to Scotland and he goes, yeah, just like Scotland, we're going to take our country back. Because I guess Scotland was voting about whether they still wanted to be a part of the European Union. And Scotland overwhelmingly agreed to stay part of it, evidently. I don't know. And Trump went there and didn't know it. And I was reading like what everyone was saying. And it was, trashing Donald Trump. And it was so similar to what people write to me every week. John Sally isn't dead, you fucking moron. I said the wrong name. I didn't mean John Sally, Whatever. What do you want from me? All right. Former president. President of what? Mary Robinson? She was president of Ireland? You know what? She's a lovely lady. I'd vote for her. When the fuck was she president? Former president Mary Robinson has said that young people in the UK must feel very let down by the outcome of the Brexit modal referendum. And she appealed to the EU to remember its core values. What other vague shit did she say? Jesus Christ, can you help out an American here? What the fuck's going on over there? Ah, Christ, is this some bullshit I have to know when I go over there? Some sort of referendum. Should the United Kingdom remain a member of the European Union or leave the European Union? What's going on with the European Union, the EU? What happened? You guys formed a super group, but now all the egos are getting in the way? What happened, huh? Greece's fucking economy went down, and all of a sudden it's fucking with you guys? You never do that. Never join a fucking group. Take it from a complete loner who does stand-up, right? You don't join a group. You know what I mean? You use a group, okay? What do you guys do? Oh, yeah, you cater parties? All right, I'm having a party. I don't want to join your party operation. I'd like you to come over here and tie some balloons to some fucking lampposts. Could you do that? And how much would that cost? And here's your check, and get out of my life. That's how you do it. Why the fuck would you... It's actually amazing that they got it done. You know what I mean? Considering all the fucking wars they've had over the years. You know? Fascism, communism, fucking... whatever the fuck we're called. I don't know what the fuck we are. How the fuck did they do all that? Why did they do all that? That just all comes down to bankers. What was wrong with having the pound and then the fucking... Ireland had the shillelagh, right? What they have in Sweden? I don't know what the fuck they had. Some sort of thing. It looked like that design looked like a little sphincter. I don't fucking know. I don't understand why everybody has to get in bed with everybody else. Oh, it's going to be better. It's going to create more jobs. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's just going to make the people at the top make more fucking money. It's just like, you know, can we have more people to fuck in the ass? Can we have some of your people? What if we combined all the people, right? We fucking microchipped them. We phased out fucking money. What if we did that, right? And now, yeah, everything's on your little microchip here, right? People getting mugged in the future is going to be fucking hilarious. It's going to be some fucking nerdy kid getting dragged in by a football player. He's going to grab a bunch of Dr. Peppers and some fucking Zagnut bars, and then they're going to grab the nerd's wrist and fucking just keep swiping it. Making him pay for all this shit, right? If you're fucking rich, you can't even go out of the fucking house. Someone's going to grab you and take you to a Lexus dealership. Just have a fucking... grab the guy, just start scanning him. Oh, that'd be great. You know, it's not going to happen. You're going to have like 50 oh my God, there's going to be some shit going down. If you're going to have a microchip in your fucking body that has every fucking cent you ever earned that you didn't blow on fucking Bud Lights and hookers, you know, doesn't that make you like, what's going to stop somebody from just coming up and just sucker punching you and then carving your fucking microchip out of your arm, right? And then it's like they got an extra life, and then they just have this fucking thing, and they just start running around with tweezers, just scanning a bunch of shit. Or why wouldn't they just, you know what they're going to do? They'll fucking chop your arm off, right? And then fucking hide your body, okay? You know, like how they used to do that, like allegedly the Westies, they chop some guy's arm off, and then they would go around committing murders, and then they'd take the arm out of the fridge, and they'd put the fingerprints on the gun, and then they just put the arm back in the fridge. If you get past the fucking humanity, you know, it's really brilliant. And / borderline fucking hilarious. Man, I bet those guys could tell a story. Jesus Christ, you know, the shit they did. Horrible shit, but Jesus, you have to be a funny bastard on some fucking level. I know you're out of your mind, but there is something fucking hilarious about that. You know, and then the cops, you know when they were drinking, the cops are just like, that's fucking guy, he struck again. You know, they were laughing, going, dude, you realize we're inventing a serial killer. And they'd all be sitting there laughing their balls off. And then at some point, the laughter would die down as they then realize, like, wait a minute, we're kind of serial killers. Well, we're all doing it. It's a group effort, It's not like it's one person. So, yeah, whatever. Order another Jameson. Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. And just checking in on ya. Just checking in on you. I'm just checking in on you. Hello, this is Susan Bloomstein calling. That's a character I used to call up a buddy of mine all the time. I'd pretend to be his casting director, and I would just call him up with the worst fucking auditions ever. Hello, this is Susan Bloomstein calling. I have an audition for you. It's for a feature. Do you have a problem with being naked around other men in positions that involves you staring at your ankles? If you have a problem, if not, give me a call. Stupid shit like that. It was always like, something that I guess would be considered homophobic is instead of just being funny, Is it homophobic to suggest that he would be uncomfortable staring at his ankles, I should say, in the company of other men? I don't know. What's going on? How was your Thursday? Did you get paid today? Huh? Did they write some numbers on a piece of paper and then you stuck it in a machine and somehow you can get waffles? It's in the air, man. All the money's in the air now. I don't know where it is. Safe to say either some white dude has all of it, Russian dude, which is a white dude, but white dude means American dude, right? Or English, right? Russian dude or Chinese dude. One of them's got it. Maybe somebody in Singapore has all the money. A Japanese guy. And of course you got the fucking Saudi princes. They got something. Like 6 people have it all right now, and the rest of us just get pieces of paper with numbers on it. But as long as we believe in it, no matter what they say on TV, no matter how bad they say it's getting, as long as we just continue to fucking believe in it, just keep writing numbers to each other, right? Next thing you know, I got a shirt, you got a taco, everybody's happy. Susan Bloomstein calling. Anyways, so here's what's going on with me. Last night, me and the lovely Nia, my beautiful lady, we went down and saw Iggy Pop. He has a new album out, The Post-Pop Depression, and basically like 90% of Queens of the Stone Age was backing him up. John Theodore was not on drums, but it was pretty much, I think, the rest of the band. And Iggy Pop came out. It was a fucking amazing show. I lucked into these tickets. I was doing a comedy show. I ran into somebody that works for the band. They said, we got a couple extra tickets. Do you want to go? My freckles stood up at attention. And of course I went. I went down there and God damn it, what an amazing show. Sarah Silverman opened up. She fucking crushed it. And Iggy Pop, man, there's a bucket list right there. Bucket list one to go see. The guy fucking comes out there, right? He's got on a sports coat with no shirt underneath it. He's 68 years old. All right, after one song, the coat is gone, and he's prancing around with no shirt on. 68 years old. It was some fucking shit. Guy just doesn't give a fuck. I'm gonna post a picture of the guy. You know what I mean? He's still in great shape. Sure, there's a little elasticity issues here or there with the skin, but I mean, other than that, the guy looks like he can do more push-ups than I could ever do. I hope I look that good at his age. And he still's got that beautiful Marsha Brady fucking haircut. Gorgeous hair. Oh, God, I was jealous. Anyways, the band absolutely fucking smashed it. He was all over the stage. It was fucking incredible, man. It was just an absolutely amazing night. And then me and Nia finished it off. As much as I'm trying to get in shape, one of the great things to do out here in Los Angeles is to hit your favorite fucking taco truck or late night taco spot. It's just the best. And there was one, I got a buddy of mine, another comedian, Forrest Shaw, who's like a connoisseur of all the taco trucks. So I was basically like, all right, we're down just east of the fucking west of the 110. on like Beverly Boulevard. What do you got? And he gave me like 3 taco trucks, like Google mapped all the way back to my house. And we ended up stopping off at one. And, fuck. I didn't get any tacos. I actually got a goddamn quesadilla, which is the classic default white guy order at a taco truck. Can I get a chicken quesadilla? Can I get one of them? I mean, technically, is that even Mexican? It's just cheese with chicken. Hell, we do that. It was just a great night. And another night where I didn't smoke a cigar. I haven't smoked a cigar since February 16th. And you have a problem with something when you know the exact date, of when you stop doing it. Other shit, if you just don't give a fuck, you just... Like, you want to go to McDonald's? Yeah, no. When was the last time you ate there? Oh, I don't know, man. It's been a while. Like a year? That's when you don't have a problem. That's when, if there was an issue of addiction, it's just completely out of your fucking life. But I know the exact date. It was February 16th. I know where I was. I know what I smoked. And I know what I felt like when I had it. And I've been thinking about it every fucking day. And I'm trying to go on a little bit of a run here. Because if I don't cut this shit out of my life, this summer I will be a 4-year smoker. Like, what the fuck? What am I doing? But I've been holding fast with these, fast or holding strong, whatever the fucking expression is. I only have 2 a month. All right? I had 2 in January, 2.5 in February because I started smoking when it wasn't lit well, and I got another one. So I had 1.5 that night. So that's not bad, right? Come on, you guys aren't doctors, generally speaking. I should be all right. My body can handle that. 2.5 fucking days. I mean, 2.5, 2 a month. Once every 14 days. That's still fucking stupid. Maybe I'll just go down to 1 a month. I want to be special occasion guy. I figure I'll smoke one at the Rose Bowl, smoke one Super Bowl Sunday, my birthday. What else you got? Flag Day? I don't give a fuck about that. It's a bunch of Jewish holidays in September. I am in show business as a nod to them. That'd be really selfish. Like I give a shit, right? Like I give a shit about, like I'm actually acknowledging another religion. The real reason is I'm just looking for an excuse to smoke a cigar. To all my Jewish brothers and sisters out there, and a sign of support. What are you going to do, Bill? Huh? Make a donation to the Museum of Tolerance? No, I am going to smoke a Cuban cigar in honor to all of your wonderful contributions to comedy and show business. Like 4 a year. That would be perfect, right? There's not a fucking doctor on the planet. They always got it. Their job is just to rain in your parade. If I went in and say, Doc, look, I smoke 4 a year. Is that bad? And be like, it's not bad, but they always go, ideally, I'd live in a fucking bubble, and I would breathe perfect fucking air, and I would drink clean water, and I have a microbiota. What the fuck are you doing, Doc? You got to be doing something. Coming in here, taking everybody's blood pressure all goddamn day, looking at fucking skin tags. You're telling me you don't have an outlet? I don't know. So anyways, having said all that, I'll probably smoke one next week. But I like this month. This month is going good because, I've already the first 2 months of the year, I really feel like my hand should be shaking as I'm talking about this. This is how bad I want to smoke. I had my first one January 1st, and then January 8th, I had the second one. I was like, fuck, the month isn't even half over, and I got to white knuckle it the rest of the way. And then I did it again in February. I smoked one on like the 5th, and then one on like the 16th. Then I got another 2 fucking weeks. So now I feel like I'm ahead of the game because it's like the 10th. If I can just make it to like the 15th, then I can actually go on a run and do one every week for 4 weeks. Then white knuckle it through April. It just sucks. How come everything fun fucking kills you? Just fucking kills you. Sitting around eating goddamn yogurt. Look at you. God damn, you look good.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean, really?
Because
Think I'd hitch my wagon to a dog? Fucking totally superficial. All right, you look hot, and you better keep looking hot, because I'll tell you right now, I'll go right down to the used car lot, and I'll start shopping.
Yeah?
I'll trade you in. I'm looking to trade you in about, I don't know. You're a classic, though. You're one of those ones that's going to last for a while. You know, I've been treating you well. Changing the fluids every 3,000 miles. Jesus, gross.
No.
Disgusting.
Well, thank you for saying that, I think. I feel like I went out to a show last night and had some drinks and ate some late night tacos.
Yes, you did.
It was so much fun. Did you talk about the show?
Yeah. How about Iggy? The confidence of Iggy Pop going out there at 68.
Pop has more swag than all of you bitches.
Why are you attacking the listeners?
I don't know. I guess it's funny.
Because you're hungover and you know.
Yeah, I don't mean to attack the listeners. I'm just saying, yeah, the swag he had out there was the whole band. And Iggy, of course, is legendary. That was a great show. I'm really glad I went. You know, I wasn't feeling up to it, but I'm glad I went.
Great name for an album, too, huh? Post-pop depression.
Yeah. Very good. It was awesome. And the band was all wearing custom YSL. For those of you who are into
What is that?
Designer clothing. YSL is Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent. Yeah, so they were all wearing custom YSL. Even the roadies, like the crew, was wearing like trousers and ties from YSL, which is pretty dope. Like Josh looked great in that suit, didn't he?
Whenever you say trousers, I think of that classic, Louis C.K. joke when he used to talk about whenever he does.
Off your trousers.
Yeah, whenever he would call phone sex, he'd always get that 70-year-old woman. I'm taking off your trousers.
I think we need to bring Cleo's water dish in here.
Yeah, because she's laying in the sun. Why don't you go do that? Or grab another mic if you're going to be on this.
No, I'm not. I just came in to say hi.
Oh, Jesus.
I have to go to the gym.
That was one of my favorite dumb jokes of all time. What does a gay horse eat? Hey! I'm sorry. Come on, you got to admit that's funny on some level. Yeah, pull her out of the sun. She's done. One hike and she's done. It's already fucking hot out here. Global warming. Nene, you're looking fucking good. All right. Beat it. Go to the gym. Keep it looking good. That's part of your contract. Show me shut up. Speaking of America, what's going on in Ireland? I decided I was going to start looking to see what the fuck is going on in these countries I'm going to be going to. Evidently, Martin O'Neill, the Republic of Ireland's Martin O'Neill, they're Bill Belichick. He's fucking pissed because Ireland just lost to France in some game where you're not allowed to pick the ball up with your hands for whatever fucking reason. You know, you'd figure if you're only either allowed to use your feet or your hands, or let's say you use your fucking hands. I mean, there's no style of fighting where you just use your feet, right? Maybe Taekwondo, but they don't, you know, if you fucking come at them, they're still going to punch you in the nose, right? I just don't understand it. I'm fucking with you. It's a beautiful game. This Martin O'Neill, who I would not fuck with. Somewhat an Irish brogue in those fucking glasses. You know, just somehow he'd chop you to the throat. He said they got the short straw when they played France for whatever fucking reason. Oh, I never even finished the story, so I wanted to get my fucking head shaved. And they had that European championship was on the highlights. The whole fucking thing. Everybody in there was into the game, so I automatically got into it. So I hope you guys know I'm just fucking with you when it comes to that. It's just that when the world loves something, as a comedian, it's just so easy to make fun of it and to get the feedback that you want, which is totally people losing their minds, typing at you in all capital letters. It's just fun. So anyways, for some reason, France got an extra 3 days to rest their tired legs and their swollen feet before they got to play the little footy game again. And Ireland didn't like it. You know what's funny? The guy like trashes them and says, We got fucked over. 3 days is an incredible amount of time one side could have as an advantage over another. Blah, 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 blah. That said, France are a really, really fine team, and good luck to them in the tournament. I love that shit after you fucking trash them. It was completely unfair. Go fuck yourself. But I haven't said that. You got a hell of a team there. Hoity, good luck to you there, matey. All right. Irish news headlines. What's going on in Ireland? Roy Foster. Britain co-signed to margins by the stupid party. I don't know what that means. Mary Robinson. That's not a real name. Mary Robinson? Is that an alias? Brexit could have a domino effect. What the fuck is Brexit? Isn't this shit Trump got in trouble for? That's what I loved about Trump this week when he fucking went to Scotland and he goes, yeah, just like Scotland, we're going to take our country back. Because I guess Scotland was voting about whether they still wanted to be a part of the European Union. And Scotland overwhelmingly agreed to stay part of it, evidently. I don't know. And Trump went there and didn't know it. And I was reading like what everyone was saying, and it was, trashing Donald Trump, and it was so similar to what people write to me every week. John Sally isn't dead, you fucking moron. I said the wrong name. I didn't mean John Sally, Whatever. What do you want from me? All right. Former president. President of what? Mary Robinson? She was president of Ireland? You know what? She's a lovely lady. I'd vote for her. When the fuck was she president? Former president Mary Robinson has said that young people in the UK must feel very let down by the outcome of the Brexit modal referendum. And she appealed to the EU to remember its core values. What other vague shit did she say? Jesus Christ, can you help out an American here? What the fuck's going on over there? Christ, is this some bullshit I have to know when I go over there? Some sort of referendum. Should the United Kingdom remain a member of the European Union or leave the European Union? What's going on with the European Union, the EU? What happened? You guys formed a super group, and now all the egos are getting in the way? What happened? Greece's fucking economy went down, and all of a sudden it's fucking with you guys? You never do that. Never join a fucking group. Take it from a complete loner who does stand-up, right? You don't join a group. You know what I mean? You use a group, okay? What do you guys do? Oh, yeah, you cater parties? All right, I'm having a party. I don't want to join your party operation. I'd like you to come over here and tie some balloons to some fucking lampposts. Could you do that? And how much would that cost? And here's your check, and get out of my life. That's how you do it. Why the fuck would you... It's actually amazing that they got it done. You know what I mean? Considering all the fucking wars they've had over the years. You know? Fascism, communism, fucking... whatever the fuck we're called. I don't know what the fuck we are. I just realized I never found out who the fuck Mary Robinson was. Jesus Christ. She must have been a great... She looks honest as the fucking day's long. Mary Robinson for president. Oh, I tell you... she's good as a button, but I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to cross her that fucking shillelagh field. Is that what you guys said over there? What the fuck is a shillelagh, Bill? You don't know. All right, Mary Robinson. Mary. Oh, Jesus, that's an unfortunate fucking picture. Jesus Christ, has she ever used conditioner in her life? Her fucking hair looks like the Hollywood Hills right before they catch on fire. Did the Santa Ana winds come out of her fucking hairdryer? Oh, I thought she was dead. She's not dead, is she? In office from 1969 to 1989. She's 72 years old. She's got 3 kids. Wait a minute. Mary Teresa Robinson. I was born the 21st of May, 1944. In the back of a Jameson truck. I don't have time to read all of this. Presidency. All right, open the fucking link, you cunt. Robinson was inaugurated as the 7th president of Ireland. Well, how long do you stay in office? 7 presidents? Since caveman days? She proved a remarkably popular president, earning the praise of Brian Linehan himself. Well, shit, if Brian says it, well, then fuck, you know. before his death 5 years later. Sorry, Brian and the Linehan family. Said that she was a better president than he ever could have been. Oh, that was the guy they went after. You can't elect this fucking her. All right, I'm sorry. She was great. That was every fucking accent over there. Okay, she took an office that had a reputation as being little more than a retirement position for a prominent politician and breathed new life into the role. How is that a retirement position? You're president of Ireland. Oh, God, I got some questions when I get over there. Brian fucking Linehan. Let's see what Brian Linehan looked like. As you get older, you really want to see what people look like to figure out why they died. Brian Linehan. Brian Linehan. Let's see what he looks like. Let's see the old. Give me the. You fucking in-shape cunt. Come on, man. You're supposed to have the heart attack face. Oh, that's not the guy. Cleo, did you just fart? Was it? Hang on a second. What the fuck is the guy's name here? Brian Linehan. He died 5 years. Actually, the guy I just looked up was from Canada. I still have a chance here that this guy was. Oh my God. Do I have to hit fucking pause to find this again? All right, presidency. Brian Linehan. All right, there it is. Brian Linehan. Come on, you cunt. Ireland. Oh, the Emerald Isle. Okay, there we go. Let's see what this fucking dead son of a bitch. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. That's a heart attack face if I ever saw. I'm saying heart attack. I'm going heart attack. He died on my birthday. Was an Irish and a barrister. What the fuck is that? Does that mean he sings while he tends bar? Death. Just get the death. Died. Okay, he died then. Oh, God, this better not be a disease. Come on, I say heart attack. Heart attack. Nice and quick. Pancreatic cancer. 52? Fuck, I'm 48. Jesus Christ. All right, let's get off this fucking subject. My condolences to the Linehan family. Anyways, such a fucking... It's the fucking worst. I got a buddy of mine. This is something, too. I'm going to be doing a benefit coming up. I just have to figure out how to put it together. I got a really good friend of mine. His wife just got cancer for the second time, and they're getting fucking buried in bills. So I'm going to put together a show out here in L.A., and, all the proceeds are going to go to that. That's fucking... All right, I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be something... A heart attack's fucking funny, right? You just standing there. Hey, Bill, you want another egg? Actually, and just whenever you drop dead, people laugh at first because they think you're fucking around. Like, wow, man, he really committed to that fucking faceplant. Bill? All right, and all of a sudden you're just laying there. All right, I'm sorry. Hey, did anybody see that fucking hilarious Twitter back and forth between Kanye West and Dead Mao or Dead Mouse, however the fuck you say his name? I guess Kanye took a screenshot, and in the fucking screenshot, allegedly, there was something up there that showed some website where he was pirating the software of that fucking DJ guy. So Kanye took a screenshot, and I guess this Dead Mao, Dead Mouse... Dead Mouth 5, however the fuck you say his name. I'm old. I should know how to say it. I guess he made this software that helps you make an album. And evidently Kanye allegedly had a website open where you could illegally download it. So he called him out. He goes, you're not making enough money to pay for this software? You got to fucking pirate my shit? And he just wrote dick on it. So Kanye comes back with the barrage of shit. Just trashing this DJ, talking about his mouse head. He got a fan in there. I'm bringing my daughter. She's a big fan of Minnie Mouse. Blah, 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 blah. Just like a corporation. Just sending reams of paper over, like on Better Call Saul, trying to fucking delay it. But nowhere in it did the man deny that they fucking didn't steal it. As far as I could tell, he immediately capitulation, just immediately switched it from "you stole my shit" to "duh, what's with your fucking mouse head," right? I actually wanted to fucking jump into the middle of it to give the DJ help because he kind of was fucking taking the bait. It's like what a chick does. You know what I mean? They're so fucking good at arguing that they spin you off like you got him dead to rights. And by the time you come through the whole thing, you're like, how the fuck did I lose that? Because they got you. Never react to that shit. He should have just laid back, on the ropes. Let Kanye punch himself out and then just say, yeah, so like I said, you stole my shit. And how's a guy with a mouse head going to take shifts from somebody who wore a leather miniskirt throughout a whole fucking tour? I mean, there was so much shit he could have said back, but he should have stayed in the pocket. I was just like, I was watching that the way I was watching like a comedian and a heckler, And I was rooting for the DJ. I was rooting for the DJ in that one, provided if the guy stole it. If he didn't, either way, it was fucking entertaining. Nice Twitter battle. Isn't that nice? Isn't it funny how I'm not into robots driving cars, but I like a good Twitter back and forth, All righty. That's the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. Here comes some music. Once again, we always post at the MM Podcast Twitter feed. We'll always tell you what the music is. Andrew always posts it. I don't know what it is. I am an old man. I am just now trying to update my music. Oh my God, I got to tell you what I was doing the other day. Holy shit. I was listening to, I downloaded all this shit, right? Alabama Shakes, fucking love that album that they have. Was the shit. The Weeknd, I'm listening to that. I actually like that shit. I got to tell you what was funny though was, fuck, I already forgot his name. Kendrick Lamar. I'm so fucking old. Help me out here, guys. I don't know anything that's going on with any of these people. Kendrick Lamar. I'm sitting there. I have to admit, I did have this old guy thought, and I was embarrassed that I had it. I was listening to his album, and I get to this song, and he just keeps going, "This dick ain't free," right? And all I kept thinking was, "This won a Grammy?" And I'm not saying it didn't deserve it, but I don't know what the people look like who fucking vote for the Grammys, but the way people complain about it, and how they're always giving it to white people, right? Like the Oscars. I'm imagining it's a bunch of white people, 50s and 60s, right? Takes a while, I would think, to establish yourself enough to even be considered, to be on that shit. And I'm just picturing all these fucking 50 and 60-year-old white people just sitting there listening to "This dick ain't free," right? Sitting there going like... like they can relate to that on some level, going, "Oh yeah, this like connects with me. I'm going to vote with this." They probably just drive down the hood and stand there for 20 minutes and count how many times somebody drives by. "This dick ain't free." Like driving by. They go, "All right, there's enough people listening to it. We got to give it to them." So anyways, but here's the embarrassing thing. What was I listening to? I got to make sure I say his name right. It's Ed. Is it Sheehan? For fuck's sakes, Bill. You don't know any. I did Conan with this guy. He was fucking great. I think he's great. I just don't fuck it. Sheeran? We'll go with Sheeran. And I was listening to his album, and I was listening to that song "One." I was listening to Ed Sheeran "One" in a Toyota Prius. And I was sitting there going, I am enjoying this. Like, what happened to me? I used to fucking listen. What happened? But when I really look back at the shit that I used to think was bad, some of it was badass stuff. A lot of it, Say what people will say about a sensitive fellow like this Eddie here, right? He does dress like a man. Unlike the bands that I listened to in the 80s, where they came up just full on. Not only did they dress like chicks, they dressed like hot chicks trying to hang on. They were really like the first real housewives when you look back at a lot of it. You know what I mean? I guess they were still in their prime, in their 20s. I don't know. So whatever. Those are the albums that I was listening to this week. I literally went from 19 70, 80 to, I went from like late 60s to late 80s was what the fuck I've been listening to for the last, I don't know how many, since I worked in a fucking warehouse in the 80s. And then I immediately went to like 2014, 2015, 2016, and I survived. I somehow survived, and I actually enjoy this shit. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to help me. I don't even know what the point of it is, but all I know is it's. I don't know. That's funny to me. This dick ain't free. The album of the year. I'll listen to it more. I'll try to. I mean, it's going into some really white ears here, though. It's probably actually it probably says more about him as an artist if I don't get it. You know what I mean? Than if I get it. He probably doesn't want me to get it. Like, I don't want some 48-year-old white guy liking my shit. Or maybe I'm wrong. What the fuck do I know? Anyways, fuck off. I'll talk to you on Monday. Oh, speaking of which, I got to tell you what I fucking saw. Oh, my God, I almost forgot to tell you this fucking story. Let me do a little advertising here first. Oh, look at that little teaser. Remind me to talk about the fucking local fucking wine thing I went on with my wife, mother-in-law, and my brother-in-law. All right, where the fuck is the advertising here for this week? If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, oh, what a gal. Don't you love how they're just kind of calling her a whore? Oh, if you knew her the way I knew her. You mean you fucked her? Okay, so you guys ready for this little fucking safari thing? I was doing real good with my fucking posture. Now I'm sitting on my lower back again. I need to sit up. Sit up straight. Take goddamn charge of the goddamn game here. So anyways, it was my mother-in-law's birthday, and it got rained out like a month or two ago, so we finally rescheduled this thing. We went on one of these wine trips out here to Malibu. And they have these giant fucking 600-acre ranches out there. Because I used to always, whenever I'm flying by, and I always look over and see all that fucking, that there's basically no place to land. I was kind of thinking wow, it's amazing that it hasn't been developed. I guess because they're all fucking ranches. Eventually they'll get rid of all the fucking grapes and they'll turn it into a giant fucking, I don't know what the fuck you call it, apartment complexes or whatever. So anyway, so we go up there, and first of all, it's so up in the fucking hills, the GPS isn't working, and it actually ends up taking us to this fucking parole board thing that's in the middle there. They got the barbed wire fence. It looked like minimum security thing that we went into. We're like, all right, I don't think this is the fucking wine place. So we end up going back, and they have on the farm, they have a place where you can just go get boozed. Boozed up, listen to some bands and that type of shit. And, there's something about wine drinkers. You just don't want to be around them. I don't know. It gives you a brutal fucking hangover. I like a nice glass, I sound like fucking what's his face. Start talking about fava beans and somebody's liver. I like a nice glass with the meal, but that's about it. But anyway, so they also have a safari up there. They have yaks. They have this fucking giraffe. They have camels. They had these emus. They had all this crazy shit. You could go up and feed them and all that type of stuff. So we're up there having a great time, meeting these fucking yaks and zebras and stuff. And of course, they got these giant bull-like things. And there's this fucking jerk-off with one of these guys, that bought the top-of-the-line loafers, but they're loafers. They have these fucking, it's the kind of shit Ric Flair would buy as a joke, right? Just so we could hold him in some broke guy's face and say that his shoes cost more than a house. But this guy was serious, and he's wearing them. There's dirt on the ground, obviously. He's walking around in them. So all of a sudden, I'm overfeeding a fucking yak, and all of a sudden I hear the unmistakable sound of a bull hitting the fucking metal rail of a fence. I don't know why I know that sound. I think it's part of the fucking caveman DNA that's still left in everybody that where you just you ever have walk down the street and all of a sudden dog's behind a fence and it growls and your whole body just fucking gets that tingle and you come I'm telling you. If you started running right then, you probably could run as fast as Bo Jackson. That's how fast Bo Jackson could run, just to gain 4 yards. He ran as fast as someone would run if a saber-toothed tiger was fucking about ready to eat him. That first fucking step. Anyways, I heard that sound, and immediately I was already being like, all right, I'm going to get fucking trampled, or worst case scenario, this thing's going to hook under my belt and my fucking pants are going to go down to my ankles as my junk is flapping around like that poor bastard everybody sees on. That guy's life is over. There's no way to laugh that off. You ever seen that one? The bull fucking gets in the guy's belt loop, tips him upside down, and just is thrashing him around. The guy's pants go all the way down to his ankles. And people went from being like, oh, my God, that's going to die, to everybody just sitting there laughing at this guy. And he's thinking like, oh, my God, this thing's going to gore my fucking dick, right? And the chick that he finally got the fucking courage to, or trying to get, the courage to ask out, up, out, over, in, whatever. He wanted to take this bitch out, right? So he probably was awkward. So he's going like, you know what? I'll do something amazing, and then that'll give her my attention. I'll show you how courageous I am, right? So he runs with the fucking bulls. And right as she was being like, he kind of maybe seems like he's fun, all of a sudden he's upside down. And then there's his fucking little schmeckle, right? As Jewish people say, fucking flopping around. And it was just over. That guy not only had to leave his hometown, his province, he had to leave the country. He might have had to leave the continent. But now with fucking YouTube, it's just, and here I am talking about it, right? Sex offenders have an easier time relocating than that fucking guy after that one. So anyways, so I hear that sound, and right as I turn around, I see the bull coming off the fence, and I see this guy in loafers, had run back away from the fence, right? And what was funny was I went over there, and I fed the fucking bulls, and nothing happened. Came over there, I had a relaxed energy. I fucking, I had my fucking weight on my back foot, I was standing like a fucking boxer, I wasn't standing there flat-footed like, when that fucking thing comes, I'm going to fall on my ass. I was already anticipating. It's like, I am not ending up in a fucking YouTube video. I'm already a white guy, and I am prone to walking up to animals like they're dogs. I don't know why white people do that, but I do that. I see a lion at the zoo, and I want to go up and give it a belly rub. Oh, you little fucking king of the beast, right? Where other groups of people, for some reason, they understand. Not even for some reason. What they're doing is common sense. Whatever fucking reason. White people, we just want to go up, I don't know. It's fucking stupid, generally speaking, right? So, I'm like, what a fucking idiot. And you see the guy, he's got that look on his face like, I almost got hit in the face by a fucking bullhorn, right? And surprisingly, the guides didn't say shit, right? And then we're all going to get back on the little open thing, safari truck, and I hear, boom, I hear it again. And I look around again. Same fucking guy backpedaling in his stupid loafers, and they don't say a fucking word to this guy. So I'm just like, this guy is a fucking moron, right? So we get on the thing, and we're driving over, and now we're going to go see this giraffe, this teenage giraffe named Stanley, the coolest fucking giraffe you're ever going to meet. It just was not afraid of people whatsoever, which of course is dangerous. The first thing I thought of when I fucking saw the giraffe was like, I remember seeing a giraffe on YouTube kick a fucking lioness. This lioness went to jump on the thing's back, and it timed it perfectly. Okay? Like Andre Agassi's fucking, that fucking shot he used to do right up the fucking, not the baseline, right up the fucking whatever. He used to rip that backhander whoosh, right up, and he always talks shit about it. Made a lot of money with that shot, right? That's what the fucking giraffe did, but with its leg, kicked the lioness. And what are they? How much does a lion weigh? Like 600 pounds? Dude, he sent this fucking thing. It looked like it was doing it was in the middle of doing a jumping jack. And it was just like doing this airborne cartwheel. And it never came down. And this thing fucking flipped around like 3 times. And it hit the ground, and it did not get up. All right? I know I use this reference a lot, but you remember the last hit Brett Favre took? That's what this lioness looked like from a giraffe. I couldn't believe it. Like, I jumped up when I saw it. It was like watching the nerd beat up the bully. All these guys were piling on. And what was funny, when the other lions saw that, they were all like, oh, shit. I didn't know the giraffe could do that. Yeah, it was like the Bruce Lee fucking, was it the 1-inch punch when he'd send somebody flying across the room? We get it, Bill. So that's all I'm thinking is I am not getting anywhere near that thing's fucking legs. So of course, they got like a 10-foot fence, and then you walk up. The thing was 16 feet high as a teenager, right? And you go all the way up, and all right at that level, it's just its head. And you were feeding it little pieces of banana and all that shit with the skin. They just cut it up in sections. And the way it would eat, it looked like an old man that took its dentures out. And it was adorable. And, you know, you fucking pet the thing on its head. It was perfect, right? But anyways, as we're pulling up to go see this shit, the guide goes, all right, he goes, now look, those camels over there, he goes, you got to be careful with those things. He goes, they're very aggressive. You know, all they want is food, but if you don't have food, they're going to, you got a great chance that they're going to bite you because they're going to get it one way or another. It's just how they're wired, and their necks are longer than you think. So don't be, you know, turning your back on them trying to get a selfie because you're going to get bit. And he goes, and as much as I say this, you know, a couple, 2, 3 people a month get bit, right? So he says this, all right? Right, and all I was thinking was Goodfellas, right? And after all her yeah bullshit, what does she do? She makes a fucking phone call from the home phone, right? Exact same fucking thing. There was these 3 women in front of us, and for whatever fucking reason, like the second he gave that speech, I was like, you know what? Fuck those camels. I'm not going anywhere near them. I didn't try to feed them. I'm not fucking going to feed something. When the tour guy goes, we're fucking 3 people get bit a month. I'm just like, you know what? Guess who's not going to be one of those 3? Old Freckles over here. All right. So we go, everybody pets the giraffes. We look at these fucking emus, which are the creepiest goddamn animal ever. I don't know. They have a look on their fucking face. I'm trying to describe the look. It's like, just imagine if like you were in your backyard and you were just drinking a glass of lemonade and all of a sudden you saw the ground moving. And a person just came up from under the ground. Just imagine how dirty their face would be. And as they walk towards you to take a sip of lemonade, just imagine that look on their face. That's what it looked like. I went to feed one of those things, and it fucking came walking over like a zombie. Like, I don't know what it was. And they got this thing where they can't like just gently take shit. They do like fucking pit viper, like their fucking head comes right at you. I held this shit out. And the second that thing locked eyes on me, I fucking just dropped the carrot and left. It's like, it's over there, stupid. And the thing was too dumb to fucking look down. Crazy. It was like, it had, like, I swear to God, like that description they have when people are on the front lines in a fucking war, like World War I. This thing looked like it'd seen horror its entire fucking life. And it's just like, dude, you know, how about I just leave it here on the top of the fence and you figure it out? So anyway, so we're walking back to the little safari truck, and those 3 fucking ladies. Where are they at, everybody? Where do you think that they're at? You think they're getting on the truck? You know? You think they're getting ready to go enjoy a glass of fucking wine at the winery? Nope. They're over by the fucking camels. And they're fucking getting really close, but they got carrots, so they're okay. But they're way in this thing's fucking wheelhouse. Okay, and I'm just sitting there going like, and I literally mutter to Nia, I go, Nia, film this because one of them's going to get bit. One of them's going to get bit, right? So the cutest one of them all, right? Fucking, what does she do? After this guy says, don't turn your back and try to take a selfie, what does this fucking woman do? She turns her fucking back. She's in this thing's fucking wheelhouse. She was so close to the thing, it almost had to double back with its fucking neck, which is what it did. It fucking, once it realized it didn't have any more carrots, she didn't, it fucking doubled back and fucking basically bit this woman right on her boob, her left boob. She had a jacket on, And she just went like, ah, and fucking stepped away. Fortunately, it didn't clamp down. And she had these disgusting, like, just green, like, grass stains and saliva because the things fucking eat grass all day. And she gets back to the thing, and she's doing that whole, oh my God, that thing just like bit me in the boob, right? And the tour guide, funniest thing ever, he just looks at her and he goes, well, I fucking told you. He dropped the F-bomb. He goes, I fucking told you. It was my favorite thing that I think I've seen. I can't remember. That reminds me of when I was a kid. If I was part of the last generation, the last tail part of if you slipped on the ice, it was your fucking fault. It wasn't the guy's fault who had the storefront. It's like, yeah, ice is slippery, stupid. Yeah, maybe next time you'll fucking be a little more careful. And then somehow it became the shop owner's fault that you fucking were walking too recklessly on ice. Like it's his ice. It's not his ice. It's made by the Lord, right? That's like McDonald's having to make salads. They took fucking responsibility rather than it's like, no, it's your fault, you're fat. You ordered 50 fucking Big Macs, you cunt. You know? We're a business. If you order it, we're going to give it to you, you fucking dope. You know, what do you do? Have to go eat a whole fucking gallon of ice cream? What the fuck is wrong with you? And they somehow took the responsibility and they started making fucking salads. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. So anyways, yeah, and that guy, he just, well, you know, I fucking told you. Dude, it was like needle off the record. I couldn't fucking believe it. And they didn't say anything. It was like watching Donald Trump in that first debate when he was still funny before it was just like, holy fuck, this guy might run the country. Now who's getting who? He might speak for the country. He might pretend to be running the country. That's the real deal. That's why you can't be too afraid of Donald Trump, because at the end of the day, it's come on, people. We all know. You know, I'll tell you right now, if I was fucking ISIS, those fucking dopes trying to sneak into this country and blow people up and shit. All those fucking idiots got to do is just get together their money and you just fucking put some money on Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, right? That's all you got to do. And then you buy a little bit of advertising time on all the major networks and you'll never hear about them again. That's how those fuckers, you know, genetically alter food. You never fucking hear about it because they got their fucking money in everybody's pockets and everybody shuts the fuck up. So that's what ISIS should do. They should just do that. And then they could just walk into this country with a goddamn bazooka on their back and no one would say shit. Anyways. So yeah, it was like the first debate with Donald Trump where he was just, they were like, you said this about women, you said that about women. He said, no, I said that about Rosie O'Donnell. And they're like, no, you said it about other women too. And he just goes, yeah, you know, you're probably right. You're probably right. That was it. It was over. She's like, oh my God, that thing bit me in the boob. And he goes, yeah, I fucking told you. No sympathy. No fucking sympathy. It was perfect. It's exactly what I think most people need. You know, look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have empathy. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have sympathy and that type of shit. All I'm saying is there is a time and a place for no sympathy, and that was it. It was done perfectly. You know? And I think she's going to be a better person because of it. She couldn't even argue. He's like, I fucking told you. And when you really think about it, it's like, when she comes back, that thing bit me in the boob. It's like I just fucking told you it was going to do that. Like, what do you think he's going to say? Oh, did it? Oh, I'm sorry. Did it do exactly what the fuck I said it was going to do? And then that was it. And then the next thing we did was we fucking went over, we checked over all these original, like, fucking Airstreams, and then we were drinking wine. And, like, that all happened. Like, we got on the, it bit her in the boob. He said, well, I fucking told you. And then we were drinking wine outside. And I was just like, this is fucking awesome. That should be part of the tour. That was, I don't know. Is that weird? Am I making a bigger deal about it? It was so fucking refreshing. Yeah, fuckhead, you know? That's on you. Have you guys seen this YouTube video? My name is John Dacre. You got to watch this thing. I apologize because it's going to be in your fucking head for the rest of time. I'll post the video to my Twitter account. He's singing Amore, and he can't remember how to sing. Listen.
That's amore. It's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-ling, ting-a-ling-ling, and the bell ring, amore.
I can't stop watching this guy. This guy, I swear to God, I think it's his first TV gig. Somebody was sick, I think they say at the beginning, so this guy fills in, and if you look at him, he's literally having an outer-body experience. So it's so funny to me because I can relate to this person, because the first time I did stand-up, I felt like I was watching myself. I fucked everything up, and this guy, just the way he says his name, it's almost, he says like, my name is John Dacre. It's like he was outside. I think that might be my favorite part of the video is when this fucking guy just, the way he says his own name. He didn't say, my name's John Dacre. He goes, my name's John Dacre. I did it right the first time, and I just fucked it up. You got to hear this. You got to hear this fucking guy. He says he's singing all these Jesus songs. Hang on.
My name is John Dacre.
That's the funniest shit ever. My name's John Dacre. It's like he's watching his life. Like he already died. And then he came back and he just got to, like first time he ever realized, my name is John Dacre. That's my fucking name, and this is my life, and I'm on TV, and I'm going to sing this song. This is what I did with my life. And you look at the guy, fucking poor bastard. Anyways, it's Daker. If you're just listening now and you want to fucking watch it at work. Oh my God, listen to him sing Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Sons of men and angels say hallelujah. To your voice in triumph high, hallelujah.
Fucking guy. Oh, damn it for the grace of God. This fucking guy would be the most interesting interview ever. Just like, he's one of the most fascinating people I've ever seen. Like, what is going on in between those fucking ears right now? I think if you could make a show about his fucking thoughts, you know, all these fucking movies. Oh, it's, yeah, you know, they show the movie, but it's done in reverse, and then they try to fucking flip you out. Nothing Pink Floyd could ever fucking write can match what's going on in this guy's head. Highly recommended. All right, let's read some a little bit of advertising here. Bells will ring, ring-a-ding-a-ding, that's amore. Where the fuck is the goddamn... My name is John Dacre. Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. And I'm just checking in on you. Fucking redlining the goddamn levels here. Let me bring this down here. Jesus, I got shit to do today, so let's fucking get right to it. If you see these goddamn things, fucking buy them. I found that YouTube clip the other day. Remember when the fat kid would review food? That was my favorite one. Fat kid reviews Girl Scout cookies. He goes, these are Girl Scout mint chocolate chip cookies, and I fucking love them. Right? He sits there and he eats them, looks up in the air, and then he goes, if you see somebody selling these goddamn things, fucking buy them. It's one of the greatest food reviews ever. I totally believed him. and I wanted Girl Scout cookies. But anyways, I'm not here to talk about this. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here as a casual fucking fan of the NBA, meaning I've probably watched 7 whole games in the last 7 fucking years. And I watched the second half of last night's Cleveland Cavaliers versus the fucking Golden State Warriors in a bar with the sound down. Now, here comes my analogy. My favorite fucking moment of last night. And this thing, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'd love to see LeBron win a championship for Cleveland. And I always liked the Golden State Warriors because they stunk, you know, and their fans fucking hung in there. And I like their floor and all of that shit and that old piece of shit stadium they play in. I went to a game there about fucking 10 years ago. And there was like nobody there. And they had the sickest fucking live band there. They were playing Herbie Hancock. What is that song? Wow, dow, dow, whip, up, whip, bow, doo, doo, beep, boop, beep, wow, doop, duck, doop, doop, duck, doop, beep, dup, doop. Fucking sickest shit ever, right? It was way better than what I just did. The fuck was the name of that song? I got that on my fucking phone somewhere. Oh, Jesus. You know what? I'll play it for you here in a second. Maybe you guys understand what this one is. Herbie Hancock. It wasn't Watermelon Man. What the fuck was it called? Headhunter? Herbie Hancock. I'm going to hit pause while I look this up so I don't torture you here. All right, I got it. They were playing Herbie Hancock Chameleon. I'm at a professional basketball game. There's nobody there. This fucking live band is crushing this song. Right here. Come on, play it. For fuck's sakes. Everybody's looking around like, this fucking game sucks. Listen to this band, though. They're killing it. Harvey Mason. All right. Black people all start moving around. White people start getting uncomfortable. Then the guitar player comes in. Maybe he comes in on the next bar. Here he comes. I felt like I was in a fucking movie. So I was like, you know what? I love this franchise. You know what? This is if you suck, this is what you should be doing. Saying, listen, man, we're only going to win 8 games a year. Let's fucking get a killer band to come in there, and people can at least have a good time. It was a fucking party, and they lost by like fucking 30. So anyways, I don't have a dog in this fight, and I watched this game. I watched this game with the fucking sound on. That was Herbie Hancock Chameleon, by the way, before you try to Shazam it. Point your phone at your fucking dashboard while you're driving down the street, killing a fucking mother of 6. I have to tell you this. Over the last couple of games that I've watched, like the NBA has fucking changed so much. The way Steph Curry just runs around the court like it's his. Like the whole thing is his. It's his fucking showcase. When he was sitting on the bench and that dude hits the 3-pointer and he did that little jazz hand thing. Whatever the fuck he was doing. You know? Dribbles out the game and then looks at the crowd and goes, starts fucking screaming. I'm just looking at him, okay? Now, I know this guy could fucking body slam me. I'm just a comedian. But I'm talking about NBA player to NBA player. This fucking guy he's built like an honor roll student. All right? And I know he can shoot the fucking lights out from behind the 3-point line. Fine. You know, you do the best you can back there. But you let that little motherfucker just glide down the goddamn lane like, clear a path. Clear a path. It's today's NBA. Don't touch him. Don't fucking touch him. That guy needs to get his head taken off. Get one of those fucking giant white dudes from fucking Eastern Europe, some Transylvania guy. Get him out there. He's got 6 fouls. Just, you know what would happen. He'd do fucking 1. They'd be like, was that intentional? Was he trying, or whatever the fuck they call it? Was that a hard foul? Was he trying to hurt his feelings with that foul? Oh, let's go over and look at the tape. What do you think? Was his face snarling too much when he did that? Oh, we can't have that. Get him out of the game. You know, it's still worth it to fucking do it. Because back in the day, you know, the Rick Mahorns, the John Sallys, all of these fucking guys. John Sally passed away, unfortunately, but all of those fucking old school NBA guys got to be watching this fucking kid and just be sitting there going like, yeah, that wouldn't have happened when I played. That guy would have got his fucking head taken off. Do you know, if you watch highlights of Jordan, all you young millennial fucking YOLO people out there, if you fucking watch him, it's like he's skinny, and then all of a sudden he's filled out. That was because the Pistons beat the shit out of him for like fucking 2-3 years in a row in the playoffs. He finally had enough. Guy had to go to the gym because the NBA refs weren't protecting him. He'd come down there, they'd fucking... Dude, I remember one time fucking Bill Lambier, it was like Ulf Samuelson without skates out there, who hilariously in the 30 for 30 used to be like, we used to like to try to get in people's heads. It's like he was playing this high level fucking mind game. It's like, no, dude, you were just out there waiting for people to leave their feet and you'd take their fucking legs out. How'd you come up with that? Did you major in calculus? So I remember one time he was hacking the Celtics so fucking bad. Robert Parrish finally couldn't take it. And the play's going up the court, and he just fucking gave him 2 forearm smashes over the head. He chopped him down like a fucking... Do you ever see like when a guy who doesn't know how to chop down a tree, chops down a tree and it falls into his house? That's the way he was hacking away at Lambier. And Lambier just put both his hands up like, ah! You know? Like George Michael when he was with Wham, and he just fucking went down. Right? He gave him 2 fucking friends, right? And he went down. The refs didn't see it. It was like wrestling. And then when they went back and looked at the tape, they're like, yeah, well, you know, we should have called the foul. And there was no fines. There was no ejections. There was no nothing. He just, you know, live by the sword, die by the sword. There was so many of those. I just was thinking another one that I saw. Nowadays, Curry's out there just fucking gliding around. He's built like a Muppet. I just don't understand in this day and age how that has happened. And the only thing that I can come up with is that the leagues are so fucking greedy is that they realize that, you know, that offense sells tickets to the casual fan. You know what I mean? Like, let's take the most boring game ever. And I'm not talking about horseshoes. I'm not talking about shuffleboard. I'm not talking about darts. I, of course, am talking about soccer, okay, which the entire world has embraced except for us. And when you really look at it, that's probably why we're number one. You know what I mean? The rest of the world is too stupid to realize how boring that fucking game is, despite the fact that it's so fucking boring that even their fans have to have campfire sing-alongs as they wait for something to happen. Oh, what's the matter with Ian? He's all right. Right? Just sitting there, their fucking scarves and shit. This is the thing about... Oh, man, I'm going to get some fucking emails on this. This is the thing about fucking soccer, right? If they just let the forwards run past the final line of defense like in any other competitive fucking game where it's like, hey, I'm faster than you. I understand, like, offsides to a point, but it's got to be just a line, like in hockey. And then after that, if I'm faster than you, if I can see the play developing before you do, I get by you. I don't have to fucking wait for you. If they would just adjust that and you'd start to have some fucking 10-8 games, I'm telling you, that game would blow up. It would blow up here in the United States. We would sit down and fucking watch it. You know why? Because we don't understand the game. You know what I mean? If I was watching cricket, right? I guess they score a lot in that fucking thing. That's a good one to just sit around and booze with. But any fucking game that I'm not into, if somebody's crushing it and everybody's flipping out, I'm going to be like, what's going on? I'm actually going to sit there and watch it. Like nobody, like when I walk by, you know, and soccer's on, I don't even look at it. But if I hear this guy go, go! Like he's doing that, I stop and I watch, you know? And I read all the fucking advertisings all over their fucking uniforms. I got to tell you, the Premier League has the worst fucking uniforms I've ever seen in my life. You can't figure out who the fuck It doesn't say Man United. It doesn't say Liverpool. It just says Exxon and fucking Joey's Fish and Chips. Fucking Banks. I heard they're going to do that in the NBA. But anyways, I think that's what happened in the game. And I know I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm too fucking busy to pay attention. And at the end of the day, I never really excelled in sports anyway. So who better to break down what's wrong with the fucking NBA than some stuttering fucking prick like me? I think you got an entire generation of people that grew up playing Madden football and all of this shit. And everybody was the Globetrotters. And now they're just doing like the real version of it. All right? I love Steph Curry. He's the greatest shooter I've ever seen in my life. But watching him just glide down the fucking lane is ridiculous, which is why last night, after the fucking whistle blows, he just decides, like, oh, I'm just going to fucking, I'm going to take a little layup here. You know, right next to LeBron James. And I love that LeBron blocked it and looked at him like, get the fuck out of here. That's what they need to do. All right? You're not going to beat these fucking guys playing their goddamn game, trying to outshoot fucking three-pointers or whatever the fuck it is they're doing. Granted, I watched it with the sound down in the second half. They need to fucking, I'm telling you, they got to give them the old right there, Fred. That's what they got to do, okay? That's what you do. If the other team is faster, if the other team fucking, you have to play physical. I'm not saying play dirty. Pittsburgh Penguin fans. I'm not saying you hire a fucking knee breaker and end the career of the best player on their other team. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is when the guy comes down the lane, your whole team should be yelling, clear a path! You know, and this guy looks like he's in the fucking Globetrotters. Now that I'm done with that little fucking soliloquy, most of that was based in what happens as you get older, you know, and you start realizing your own mortality. And there's a couple of panic thoughts that you have is, you know, the world is changing. I'm going to die and it's going to keep going. Part of it was that the game has changed. You know what I mean? I am kind of the old man going, why can't they have short shorts again and clothesline somebody? It's amazing somebody's balls didn't come out. Like during that Rambus play, it's unbelievable that his junk didn't come out the side. He fucking literally did like, you know, like a, he was doing like a Thomas Flair in the air. And dude, I actually retweeted the other day. It was in a game. Jack Sikma elbows Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the fucking, like right in the old solar plexus, as they used to say in wrestling. And Kareem had to like fucking just run it off like fuck. So whatever happened on the play, whether the Sonics hit the shot or not, they're going back up the court or whatever. No, they didn't, because what's his face? Sikma was still setting up. Kareem walked back into the play and just got a little in front of Jack Sikma, turned around and punched him right in the face. And Sikma had that great hair. You know that hair that like moves around if he get hit? You know, he had whiplash hair. The white version of it. Where Thomas Hitman Hearns had the black version when he fought Marvin Hagler. You know, if a black guy's going to get punched in the head in a boxing match, you want him to have a jerry curl because it just adds to it when all that liquid just shoots off his fucking head. And Jack Sikma had the white version of it where he had basically a Beatles haircut. So it just enhances. You really get to see like how much, you know, whiplash somebody's enduring. All right, there we go. That's just the end of it. I you know what it is? Selfishly, I want to see 7 games. And I would like to see, all right, one team's a finesse team, the other team's a physical team. I don't want to see any dirty play, but I don't want to see one team, you know, putting on their tutus and trying to out fucking spin the other team, right? After that fucking horrible tragedy down there in Orlando, which I will never fucking understand lunatic religious people. I just never understand how you get so fucked up in your head that you feel like that's your last act on earth, okay? That's the last thing you're going to do, and you think that you're going to go somewhere good. That there's somebody after this. If there is somebody after this that judged you, that he's going to be sitting there going like, all right, way to go. There you go. That was the right thing to do. Make millions of people sad. You know, it's just the fucking worst thing ever. And I'm actually going to take a break here from TV probably for, other than sports. It's a great thing about sports is you can get away from that stuff because I can't handle when something like this happens, how quickly. I can't handle whenever something like that fucking happens, and then you got to sit there and listen to all of these fucking people trying to shoehorn their agendas and their their fucking theories, and then somehow it always becomes Democrat, liberal, fucking conservative, Republican, Muslim, Christian, fucking gun control, NRA, and all that shit. And, you know, it's so stupid. You know what's funny? If you look at the daily news in New York City, right, they're anti-gun, which, you know, if that's what you want to be, that's what you want to be. But if you anti-gun and you really want, you know, that to work, wouldn't you, what you need to do is persuade the other side to come over. Their headline is, thanks a lot, NRA, or some stupid shit like that. All that does is just get people's fucking back up. All I'm saying is just going to be a bunch of people screaming and yelling, right? There's going to be a couple of actors and actresses that are going to say something stupid, right? I don't know what. But, you know, we're always good to do something like that. People who forget that they're a dancing monkey and think that they could solve the country's problems. For the fucking life of me. I mean, I know I fucking talk about this shit, but I never try to offer solutions. You know? Maybe who am I? I tell dick and shit jokes in fucking strip malls. But I got to tell you, though, I just wish people, out of respect for the amount of fucking pain that was just inflicted on, I can't even imagine what that number, 50 people, how many people right now are just never going to be the same. You would think that people could go 24 fucking hours without making it about their cause and screaming and yelling, as much as they're trying to fucking help. Can you how about can you go 20 fucking minutes before we got to listen to people saying that it's Obama's fault and fucking this and that and everything? You know what? I don't know whose fault. It's nobody's fault. You know what it is, dude? Unfortunately, we're animals. That's what it is. Most of us are decent enough not to do that, but it's just, what are you going to do? It's just fucking horrible. Why would I talk about this shit? You know why? Because how do you not? How do you not? You ever been on a boat just by yourself? Whenever I'm on a boat by myself, I always have the same thought. There's no fucking way I wouldn't do something illegal if I owned a boat. There's no fucking way. The level of freedom that you fucking have. This shit, you're on a boat. You're going out in the fucking ocean. All bets are off. You get out into international waters. I mean, it's fucking whatever you say. It becomes your law. Literally, do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're telling me right now if you had a fucking boat, right? Your boss was a dick, right? Just fuck, you know? Just whatever. They promoted a woman, right? Because they had to fucking check off a box. You were more qualified. You came in every day with your qualified swinging dick and junk, and they had enough of it. And they told you to stand down, and they promoted this lady, right? You're telling me if you got a boat, right? I don't know how you got the boat. You didn't get promoted, but whatever. This is my fucking fantasy trashing fucking hypothetical lady, right? I know, this could be considered misogynistic. This is the woman I ran into the first 90 times I tried to get something on the air. I just feel it's like this. That would be the end of my dream. But they don't have any power. It's a glass ceiling. Well, I'm running into their shoes over here as they're banging their head on the ceiling. That was been my experience. Anyways, let's get back to the fantasy. You're telling me if you got a fucking boat, you know, You're not going to, I don't know, just a kilo of cocaine just for the fuck of it, just to have the cash laying around your house. You know what I mean? Get a kegger, have some people over. Cook up some steaks. That's the way you do it. If you're a fucking drug dealer, just every once in a while. Is there a way to do that in the drug game, as the kids say? Can you just every once in a while deliver a kilo so no one picks up on it? Right? You still drive your dented Prius like me. Jesus, my car needs a fucking bath like you read about. I literally walked out of a fucking liquor store today. It wasn't for me because I'm on the wagon. Buddy of mine got fucking married. So I bought him... I couldn't make it because I was on the road, so I just got him some fucking champagne shit, whatever. And I forgot to get a card, but he'll understand. I'm giving it to him. I'll just say, I forgot a card. He goes, don't worry, you got the booze. That's what counts. It's all right, buddy. Drink up. I hear you. You hear me? I hear you. Look at my eyes, all right? You're in the same boat. Oh, yeah. So anyways, I came walking out of the liquor store, and I looked at my car, and I go, this thing's a fucking piece of shit. But it isn't. Just on the outside, on the inside, everything's been taken care of, right? I've maintained that thing meticulously. On the outside, it's a mess. On the inside, it's beautiful. It's like an ugly person, just waiting for somebody good looking to come along and discover that, maybe they have something to add to the conversation. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm just saying, if you're selling drugs, this is what you do. If you can just do it like the way Bush went to the fucking Army National Guard, whatever the fuck he did, where he just showed up every once in a while, you know what I mean? Played ping pong, dressed like a sergeant, and then you just went home for like fucking 6 months. That's the way you deal drugs. All right? You befriend a drug dealer and you go, listen, this is all I want to do. I got a boat, okay? Every fucking once in a while, every fucking 18 months, you call me up, right? You got a key or something, you throw it on the fucking boat. I'll have it on ice. The coldest fucking cocaine in the universe, and I'll fucking deliver it over here, right? You break me off like fucking 15 grand, right? Then you just take the cash. You just got it. You got 15 grand in cash, and you don't fucking buy yourself anything. You don't go out and buy a fucking flashy fucking car or any of that shit. All you do, you just have it in a jar or some shit. Every once in a while, big games coming up, UFC event, you fucking order it. That's what you spend it on. You fucking blow it on your friends. Get some fucking barbershop chairs in your house. Just some stupid shit, Nothing that costs that. That's how you blow your fucking cash, man. You keep shit on the inside, right? You don't drive around some flashy car with your fucking elevator shoes, whatever the kids do today. I don't pretend to know. That's what I would do, Then every once in a while, I don't know how you get into your bank account. Well, what do you do then if you got to pay for the UFC event? Well, who gives a fuck? You pay for it out of your clean money, And then all the booze money and all the other bullshit you just take out of the jar. There you go. It'd be hilarious when you finally get caught, And you just go to trial and just be like, look, every once in a while, it was like every 18 months. It's not even a felony a year, Your Honor. And, I didn't buy anything. I don't even watch this shit. I just, I got the NFL package. I had my friends over. Everybody had their own leather chair. You ever watch those Elvis documentaries? Well, everyone was going to go horseback riding, and it wasn't enough. He bought everybody a horse, and he got him a saddle, then a little pickup truck to put the saddle in. I did that. And the judge would be like, oh, is that what you did? No, that's great. Well, maybe you can take that given nature and go to jail and start giving some hand jobs because it's the United States of America, buddy. If you get a kilo of cocaine, right, and then you fucking take your boat all the way out into international waters, right, and then I meet you on another boat, and then I hand you the key of cocaine, and then you give me the money in international waters, and we're both captains, and what we say goes. And we say, I say this is legal. All in favor? And we go, aye, right? Can they do anything? I mean, once it's the dude who comes back in with the fucking kilo. He's in trouble once you get back within the borders. You know what I mean? Can you sit there? I'm really fascinated with boats now. Can you fucking, I don't even do drugs. This is just fascinating to me. Can you sit and just on the other side of international waters with a kilo of cocaine out in the open, just blowing stripes as the Coast Guard's looking at you, just waiting for you to float another 40 feet over. And just be sitting there going, oh, no, I am the captain of this ship in international waters, and I say this is legal. Yeah, you probably can't do that, right? Because you know what they could do is they could just come over and just say that you were within the borders of the U.S. Who's going to fucking know? It's their word against yours. You're out there in the ocean. There's a lot of questions I have about the ocean. This is one of the reasons why I don't have a boat. Aside from the fact it's just a fucking money pit. You know what I mean? You can't have a boat. You can have a friend who has a boat. That's the way to do it, right? As my brother always said. You don't want a boat, Bill. You want a friend to have a boat. That's the deal. That's what it is. And then you show up, bring a little Tanqueray and tonic. You're a fucking hero. And then your guy docks the fucking boat. That's it. He's cleaning off the barnacles. You know what I mean? He has to explain what happened to the stewardess. She was here a minute ago. I don't know. We were drinking. She must have fallen overboard, right? Then that follows you around for the rest of your fucking life. All right, painting my house, man. Dearest Bill, my house needs painting. It has about 6 years. It's been about 6 years since it's been painted. We moved in 4 years ago. I've painted a house before, but my wife thinks I'm going to fuck it up and or it will take too long. You know what? I'm with her already. I've been telling her that it'll save thousands of dollars. She says that's not the point. She's right. It's not entirely the point. I make good money. I just want to paint the house. It's my first house, and I feel the need to do something to leave my mark on it, literally and figuratively speaking. It'll take me about 3 weeks to do the whole house, not working every day, but 3-4 days a week. I have a neighbor who's going to be home from college who I've introduced to music, and he's never heard. Listen to music he's never heard, so it's a great excuse to give the kid a few bucks while introducing him to early Soundgarden and Jane's Addiction. She started bringing things up like, well, what if it starts raining? She's got nothing left on this one. I have to paint my house. It's not a manly thing. It's not to prove a point. It's taking pride and ownership. Thoughts on this? I say you listen to your wife. Dude, you want to do something? You finish your garage. Do something like that, okay? Do something in there where it's a room that she doesn't have to fucking deal with. Just have some pros come over there, have them knock it out, have them charge you through the fucking nose, and you sit inside drinking a fucking beer. All right? There's other shit that you can do on the house. Painting a fucking house that's a big one, dude. That is a big one. I understand that you want to do it. But yeah, I'm with your wife on this one, dude. You already got a fucking job, okay? You're making good money. Pay somebody to do it, all right? There's a bunch of shit on my house that I started to do, and I just started thinking, you know what? I'm making a good living. Fuck this. Why don't I have a pro come over? I can do it. I can figure it out. I was patching up holes in walls. I was learning how to do that shit. I was fucking fixing the J-trap under my sink and doing all of that fucking crap. I learned all of that shit in my last apartment. Then I got to the house, and it's like, all right, well, I can do this, or I can have a pro come over here and do it fucking right, okay? Now, I'm speaking for myself here. My house was fucking wall, floor to ceiling, inside and out, do-it-yourself fucking hacks, all right? And I wasn't going to carry that fucking baton anymore. Everything that I had done on my house has been done by fucking professionals. And my house is, as much as I bitch about it, it's 70% the shit at this point. It really is. Once I get this garage done, and then I got, my kitchen's fucked up. Don't even get me started with all the exterior doors and windows, okay? And the wood rot and some of the other shit I have to deal with. But generally speaking, this fucking place is solid. And I don't know, dude. Fuck that, dude. You don't go up a fucking ladder. You know what I mean? Mixing the goddamn paint, doing all of that bullshit. Yeah. Just pay for it. Just pay for it and just say, this is what you do. Don't just do it. Just don't do what your wife says. Get something out of it, all right? Be like, all right, you know what? I thought about it. I don't agree with it, but I know that you would feel better if somebody else did it, okay? So I am going to hire a professional company to paint the house. And she'll be like, okay, good. I'll be like, I'm not finished. However, because I am doing that, I am going to redo the garage. And the garage is going to be a place where me and my friends, we play poker and we smoke cigars once a week. I'm going to have my own fridge in there. There's going to be a lock on the door that you do not have a key for. When you see exotic women walking in and out of that, you are not to ask questions. Is this understood, right? You just say crazy shit like that, right? Over the fucking top. And then she's done laughing. Then you say what the fuck you really want. It will pale in comparison to fucking exotic women walking in and out of your garage, and you'll be fucking in. So I would think about what else you want. All right? And at the end of the fucking day, you're going to get something that you want, and somebody else is going to paint your house. I think you're going to win. Personally speaking, that's what I think. All right? And you know what? That's the podcast for this week, motherfucker.